Hey everybody, Jason here. Bringing you a video. I'm going to make a slate structure for my 40-gallon fish tank. I actually found some GE silicone window and door, silicone 1, which they say is aquarium safe. We'll find out if my fish don't die. And I got this box of 10 slate panels. It's all natural stone slate for 15 bucks. So 20 bucks. And these, you just grab a box. They could be different colors, so we're gonna see what I have in here. And then we're gonna bash them up with a hammer. Well, look, one's already broken. Well, this, I like that color. That one looks like vomit. These are upside down. Guess they look pretty cool. Some are already broken, that's alright. I hope. That looks like there's rust on it. Alright, let's do a practice on one of these that I don't like this one. Yikes. Wow. Alright guys, I busted all this up pretty good. These are a bunch of little small pieces in a cooler. I'm just gonna swish them around in some water. Got a bunch of pieces here. You can kind of see the size of my hand. I ground these on the concrete to kind of sand down the edges. This I'm going to swish back and forth. I'll use these for like the stilts or building up the levels and stuff. But I got a big fat mess out here, as you can see. This stuff's really fragile. I'm not sure how well this is going to work, but out of 10 pieces, it doesn't seem like I got a whole lot, but I still have more rock in my tank I can kind of add to it, I guess. Yeah, it's quite the mess out here. Alright, so I'm going to go fill this up with water. I'm just going to clean all this up, and then we'll go inside and see how we can kind of model this together. Alright guys, I got to wash these all off. I got a bunch of these. They're fairly decent size. Especially this big one right here. And I found a big old slab of red rock out in my backyard. I already have these in my tank. And I busted up a lot of these. I could probably use a bunch of these for the towers and stuff. But I got a lot here to work with. I know it's kind of dark. I got to clean all these, and we'll start shaping it. Start making some designs. Okay, I got all the rocks clean. These are all the little red ones. There's the slate, and there's a I made a border out of typing paper. So this wood area right here is the tank, 36 inches by 18, and we'll just build inside of this whatever we want this to look like. Alright, we have got this amok set up. I know the light in here is not that great. This is going to be freaking sweet. Now we just got to take this apart, silicone it together, and hopefully remember how this all goes. But this is going to look awesome in the tank. What do you think, Ryan?
I love it. Pretty cool.
Okay, it's the next day, and I got up this morning and tried to pick one of these up, and a couple pieces fell off. This whole front structure on this fell apart. This is the one that my son designed and we put together, This actually completely held together except for this part broke off, and it wasn't the silicone, a piece of the slate came off with it, so this one was good. So basically, one thing I've learned with this probably isn't going to go right the first time. You're siliconing rocks, which I don't think you're technically supposed to be using silicone on rocks or not. This one broke too, I had to redo this, and this one seems to be good. But the silicone, when you're doing these rocks, it doesn't, you know, it's not going to be really super good. It's just enough just to hold it together, so it keeps it together in the tank, but it's not really that strong. So I just glued these a few hours ago, and I'm going to wait till tonight or tomorrow to test them out again to see if they're going to hold. But so these are siliconing for the second time. Certain parts, we'll see how this works this time. They do look cool though. And I went ahead and stuck couple pieces of that slate rock, one there, one there. I took out my driftwood, and my Amazon swords were dying, so I went and took them out. And my water seemed to be getting a little bit cloudy. I don't know if it was from the wood or the Amazon swords. What's up, guys? So I put a couple pieces of those slate in there. I'm gonna put those in. They'll be in there for a couple days before I put those in. And be kind of a little test to make sure that these rocks will be okay with my fish. If the rocks are going to poison the water, more than likely my fish will be dead by morning. If they're fine, then the rock should be fine. So I just got to wait another day for some of these pieces to fully dry, and we'll go from there. But they look freaking awesome. I mean, I can't wait to get them in the tank. Alright everybody, the tank is done. I have the rock structures in there. I wanted to tell you right off the bat though first, I don't know if I said earlier in this video, I don't think I did. All these rock structures I made, I soaked them in a cooler for 24 hours. After I let the silicone cure for a day, the silicone still had like a vinegar smell. So I don't know if that would be bad for the fish or the water, if there were still some chemicals or it wasn't finished curing or whatnot. So it still had, like I said, a strong vinegar smell. So I soaked them in a cooler with water for another 24 hours. And then I hosed them off really good and then put them in the tank. So to go over real quick, if I can remember all the steps I did. First, all the flat slate rock, I bought them as slate tile at Jerry's hardware store. If you don't know who they are, Jerry's is in Oregon. It's like a Home Depot. So I guess they were on sale. I got 10 tiles for 15 bucks. They were like $1.50 a piece, and it came in this box with 10 tiles. So that was 15 bucks, and then I got the GE silicone type 1 for $5. I got that at Walmart. Everything that I've researched said that GE silicone type 1 window and door is safe for fish. Except one video, a lady said it killed her fish, but I don't think it was a silicone. I think it was something else. So I bought the slate tile. I hammered them all up, along with the red rocks were from some pavers in my yard that I took. And then I hammered those, and then I took all the slate tiles, I sanded them down on my concrete cardboard. I just ground them against the ground to take off the sharp edges. I put all the rocks into a cooler with water and swished it back and forth to kind of, you know, clean off the sharp edges even more. Then I cleaned them each and every single one in the sink to scrub it clean. Then I let it dry, then I siliconed it, and I had a lot of problems with the silicone. When it was done, a lot of pieces broke off. I'm not sure exactly why. This red rock is kind of a sandstone, and I don't think maybe there was still some dust or dirt on it. But so the one thing that I learned if you're going to make one of these is make sure you apply silicone to both sides of whatever you're gluing and kind of tack it down really to get it into all the porous crevices of the rock, and then glue it together. So this video took about a week to make. I had to let these cure for a day or two. I soaked them for a day and put them in the tank, and I think that's about it. I mean, as you can imagine, something like this, if you were to buy something like this at the pet store, more than likely it would probably be fake, and it's still going to cost you at least $100. I mean, at least, come on. I only paid 20 bucks and did this myself. And the only thing I don't like about it is you can see a bunch of silicone that's seeped out on the edges, or I mean out of the between the rocks, but it still looks good. I mean, I'm happy with it. It's a small price to pay to have some cool structures like this. Sorry for the glare. So this one's been in here for a couple of days, maybe 3 days. This one I just put in yesterday. So far all the fish are fine and doing good. My babies are getting big. They don't attack me anymore. Whoop, here comes a female. Oh, let's see if I can get them to come up here. I think they're scared of the camera. I think they like their hiding places. And a quick update on the tank. This is the black spray bar that came with my Sun filter that most people put to go horizontally. I made it go vertically down in the tank so you would have a stream of filtered water that's covering, you know, from the top and the bottom. And, you know, instead of just having clean water come in from the top, it's coming in from like a wall and still creating that circulation. Also, I hooked up my sump that I had on my 20-gallon. If you watch some of my past videos, I've got the power head submersible pump right here. I have it upside down for now so the babies don't get sucked up in there. I don't think they would anyway, but wait till they get a little bit bigger. So I got the submersible pump going, and I put some lava rock in there. That's been going for a few days now. It'll probably take a couple of weeks to a month before the biomedia gets a bacteria on it. But this has given me, I think, around another 100 gallons per hour, which will definitely help when these babies get bigger. My beams work. LED light is still working great. Sun filter is working great. My babies are getting bigger and bigger. And I love these rock structures. I mean, it just looks really freaking cool. My Amazon sword plants died. They were growing a little bit. They were sprouting roots. I think the beams work light was fine, but they weren't getting any fertilizer, any nutrition, or anything like that. Like I said, I just planted them straight in the rocks to see what would happen, and they all started dying, so I took them out. I also took that driftwood out. My water was getting a little cloudy with the plants and that driftwood, so. But yeah, if any of you guys are looking to make one of these, I watched a bunch of videos on YouTube, and I thought these were just amazing. I mean, some of the best decorations you can put in a fish tank. And to be able to make one for really cheap is also amazing, instead of paying 100 bucks at the pet store or even more. So if this helps any of you guys out, that's awesome. I hope to see some of you guys make some of these. Now I just gotta wait for my babies to grow up. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll have an update here probably in another couple of weeks or a month, and go from there. Thanks for watching.